Time to keep it real, and our friends at Paramount Pictures and MTV Films got me together with the cast of Stop Loss for interviews and a behind-the-scenes look. It's the story of what some of our brave men and women of war are dealing with abroad and at home. Delaware native Ryan Phillippe explains the project's title.
It's stopping the loss of your active service. Your contract is up, and you're being told that your contract is no longer up.
The scene is very familiar. Banners hanging high. The community is out in full force as we welcome home our brave men and women. Oftentimes, parades mark the joyful and triumphant returns. But for some, the joy doesn't last long, and they have to go back.
The hard thing for me is they had plans.
Yeah.
You make plans when you're over there. That's all you do is like, what am I doing, with my time when I've served all my time.
They stop lost you. How can they do this?
They're doing whatever they want to do. With a shortage of guys and no draft, they're shipping back soldiers who's supposed to be getting out. It's a backdoor draft is what it is.
Kim Pierce is the writer, director, and producer. She says she's not making any type of statements, but the Harrisburg-born artist also told me that this story has a personal touch. Her younger brother, who's home now, signed up to fight after the attacks on America. He served on the film as a consultant.
Speaking to him and realizing that he'd been shot at before, but really realizing that he'd been shot at before, that's when it hit home for me. Like, wow, he could very well not be speaking to me.
Well, I was in New York for 9/11, saw the towers fall. That was devastating. Went to vigils for the victims, and knew at that point I needed to make a movie, once America declared war, about the soldiers.
Soldiers and some of the difficulties they face coming home, from thoughts of running to the most tragic scenarios possible.
What's amazing about Stop Loss is that I wouldn't really consider it a war film. It's about a film about guys coming back and dealing with everyday society, coming back and dealing with their moms, their dads, their lovers.
What the hell's happening to these guys?
Listen to me. You're spooked. It's okay. There's no shame in that.
I ain't scared. I'm pissed off.
I'm fighting this thing.
At times, the struggle at home can be as intense as the one on the battlefield, but they stick together, just like in combat.
Would I lay down my life for my real brother? Yes, I would. But that's exactly what happens is these guys become brothers over there, and it is family, and I think that is why it gets so emotional.
We do stories of the soldiers coming home and going back all the time. But this film really gets pretty deep into that, and it really moved me. So I'll be very interested to see or hear your emails if you go out and get a chance to see it this weekend. Just send it to us and try to get some of it on the air.
Now, Ryan Phillippe, he actually used to work here at the station.
Remember my old teenage show, Wraparound? He used to be one of the regulars on it. So let us know if you see it. We'll be